Hey, hi, howdy, everyone. How goes it? It's Levi. It's Levi with Member Solutions. We've got John in Zone Sport, aka also known as Chris. So you're going to hear me refer to him as Chris. If we've got some new people in here, feel free to ask questions and ask away. We'll answer them as best as we can. We're going to be working on Loki Has a New Mask Part 3. We have a partial script that we're going to be going over. Me and Chris kind of went back and forth a little bit on feedback. And I didn't have a problem with this feedback. It was just more along the lines of experience has taught me that there's only so much that we can do in this matter.
Right.
And so it's just easier to get face to face and be like, hey, let's knock this out and go from there. And the other day's session was interesting. I've had the pleasure of I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of and it's been a trend for a long time, recordings out there, if you can find them, of people like making movies and like every step of that process, including apparently yelling at each other like me and Chris did.
It's pretty normal.
It's very normal.
Especially among creatives. Steven, for dinner, curry.
I can't have. Fuck you.
No, not you, him.
I know, but you just said it, and I looked at it at the store, and I can't eat it. And
cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Too late. No, there was some chickpea tiki masala. And I looked over the ingredients on that. I should be able to eat that, and I got that. And it's made with brown rice instead of white rice.
Hello, Sasha D. Brickman. Hope things are good in Germany.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
So he's gonna get that pulled up. We're gonna look at it. We'll go over the notes with you guys. We'll get some feedback from you.
Notes that we still need to resolve. So.
Now, so we're at part 3. Now, I'm going to say part 3, we can change our shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. So John is exhausted. We have Levi's the first feedback. We go down. So we'll go through the lines and then we're going to talk about them. So go ahead, John. We'll do all our lines all the way up to the first thing.
Every production plan is shut down until IT confirms they're unhackable.
Who could have even hit every plant like that and without us noticing?
Someone with a death wish. Ring, ring, ring. Film Sport, this is John. Frieza? What are you talking about? The audience. Who told Frieza about the audience?
That's John looking at Levi and Nappa.
And Nappa and Levi look at each other and they both shrug. Frieza, can you see them? How can you? Oh, no. Frieza, did you find a mask? A black and red mask? I have to call you back.
The mask let them break the fourth wall?
The masks let them break the fourth wall.
And then right here is the first feedback where we say, fuck,
so,
I don't want it that quickly in the sketch. Now, I think a quick shit is definitely on point there, but the fuck feels like it's just a rehash of the very ending of the last one. I also think your lines there with talking to Frieza could be shortened down a little bit.
Yep.
Like you really don't have to go Villain Sport. This is John. You're already exhausted. You know what these calls are about at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of saying Frieza, you go, what are you talking about, Frieza? So you would still name drop, but it would be at the end of that sentence instead of the beginning. Stitch technically already had the mask. There was a cameo that had me give him the mask as part of that one-off series that I did. and that might make them a reference to that might get made. And it would be one of those things. That already happened. Like that's already happened. That's
Actually,
here.
we can cut a lot of it. It should be John goes. It's John. What are you talking about, Frieza? Who told Frieza about the audience? And then you both shrug, and then back to me and I go, "Oh, Frieza, did you find a mask? Did you find a black and red mask?" That's just
Yeah. I think if you find a black and red mask, and instead of oh no, just ask Frieza the question and let it hit you, and just ask Frieza the question. And let the audience go oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So the response here talked about a quick little shit.
I think
both of us saying that doesn't work.
No. I'm thinking just one person, whether it be, and I think it would have to be Levi or Nappa because we need the scene change. And that's saying that well, yeah, because you go the mask lets them break the fourth wall, where you're confirming. Like Levi ask, you go yes, essentially, and then
actually we don't need to say anything there.
I really don't think we need to. No.
Levi, eyes wide back. We're both just looking at each other like this. And then Nappa goes, "I hate to ruin your moment, but I have a final count of how many."
I like that.
All right.
Chad, I have experimented with adding the memes and the meme sounds and everything. That is his own style of content. And periodically, it's worth it if the sketch is like a self-contained thing. But these series-long sketches, either A, you have to start off that way, and you just keep adding that in, or B, you don't have them in there, and you just create the sketch fully. We like that. And then I liked your oh yeah, you were asking about the server thing. So here's the thing. The biggest issue I have here is how competent Nappa sounds.
Before we get there, there should be a joke in here outside of Frieza found a mask. And I think it's right here.
Samantha, thank you so much. Glad to have you there. When is Levi getting a second character? We've talked about a variety of characters that I can play. I thought about doing a hand puppet. I have not filmed or tested that one out. Chris absolutely hates the idea. The live audience is split on it. We've had people go, yeah, I would love that. We've had people go, I don't know. We've had people go, it should be a full puppet. The problem is making a puppet, and if that puppet isn't received, it's like, why wasn't it received well? Whereas a hand puppet type thing, just with a pair of eyes, is very easy, and you're just getting it across that it's a separate character that is vastly different looking than the rest of them. Technically speaking, we would love to do this. We just don't have the kind of funds to do this. Nappa should be animated. He should look like the DBZ counterpart. Just slightly different office pudge, but with, muscles and stuff. Yeah, I could always do the sock. That's what a lot of people have suggested too, where I can just glue some googly eyes to a sock and do a sock. I don't really know. Another thing is, like, when you do any type of puppet, it's the voice. Like, getting the voice down can make a huge difference in how well it's received too. With the stuffed animal, I would totally have to have like the little metal arms to like manipulate it and move it around. I would much rather introduce an original character than use another IP character in stuff, because it makes it harder down the road to be like, hey, Amazon, give us money to produce a show. Yeah, puppet rod. That's what they're. Yeah.
Just to have Frieza what question Frieza asks. Yeah, someone with a death wish. This is John. No, Frieza, you're not the least popular DBZ character. Who told Frieza about the audience?
I think you'd have to like have that moment of like, wait, what? How do you know about that? Versus just.
So then here it is. Frieza, how do you know about your universe being called DBZ? Did you find a black and red mask? Or that could actually just be this.
He is really far down there, isn't? No. He sorry, I messed it up. He's 10th. Worldwide character poll, he's number 10. He's just before Krillin. He barely beat Krillin.
Right.
That's from 6 months ago. You mean the little bald? Oh man, that's not too far off of that. It's far off of it. Don't get me wrong. He has such a very unique voice. So, Steven, I actually looked that up. It's not just a belief. He's got like it is part of his power set, and he breaks it in the games. He breaks it in the movies. He breaks it in the comics. He is outright jumped comic panels. He stops time in the cartoons to talk to the audience and then goes back to the fight. It is become part of his power set. It does depend on which Deadpool you're talking about, but he has the ability to see the fourth wall and break it. And depending on which version of Deadpool will depend on how strong that power set actually is. Yeah, like She-Hulk, especially as much as I didn't care for the show, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was kind of meh to me. The part that I did like, ironically, is the part a lot of people hated, and that was her literally getting up and addressing the audience and being full on like She-Hulk, like the moment of She-Hulk.
So this might work better.
Someone with a death wish. John.
So this is John. Frieza, no, you're not the fans' least favorite Dragon Ball character. No, as of 6 months ago, you're ahead of Krillin, the bald one. Yeah. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings?
You need to do a wait. You need to have that realization out loud. You need to go wait. Frieza, how did you know about that fan? How do you know about the fan rate? Like everything else, like you're just answering because you're in customer service mode, and then you like, wait a minute. How much you guys want to bet that when he goes to film this, he's going to be doing his hand? Wait.
And the bald one, yeah. Wait. It's this. It's wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings?
I like that.
Did you find a black and red mask?
I know what we need here. This right here. doesn't need to be there. Let Levi have that. Like you can like have the call end off camera, and then like Levi's looking over the mask, let them break the fourth wall, and you end the call and look back at Levi
Just
and
this.
go,
face drop, voice quieter. So it'll be the bald one. Yeah. Wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings? Frieza, I have to call you back.
I would like to try it both ways because we can do a
Yep.
quick read. Jack White, I have not. I will say if it's an AI photo, we tend not to look at those. But if you drew something up yourself, by all means, I want to see that art. And we
Where
have,
is that on the Discord or what, Jack?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like we have a place on Discord. But let's give this a read because I want to try it both ways. Where I take over right after you say about the fan rankings.
So I love this way better. Where my face drops and I go, Frieza, I have to call you back, and I look at you, and you're just like you've realized what's going on as this conversation's happening.
Yeah,
Right,
it's both ways of realizing. It's just one, you wind up ending the call and then looking eyes wide at me and confirming it versus ending the call and then looking at me. So it's just a quicker transition is all it is. So let's give it a read through and see how it feels.
All right. Every production plan is shut down till IT confirms they're unhackable.
Who could have even hit every plant like that without us noticing?
Someone with a death wish. Ring, ring. This John. Frieza, no, you're not the fans' least favorite Dragon Ball character. No, as of 6 months ago, you're ahead of Krillin. The bald one, yeah. Wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings? Frieza, I have to call you back.
The mask let them break the fourth wall.
The masks let them break the fourth wall.
And we have a moment of eyes wide, and then Nappa does his line.
And Nappa's going to go, I hate to ruin your moment, but I have a final count of how many masks were made and how many were sent out.
And then let's read it, but you go all the way to fan rankings, and then I do my line. And then you come back, you end the call, and confirm it.
Yeah, it'll just be, how do you know about the fan rankings?
The mask let them break the fourth wall.
Give me a second to look at you with horror.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings?
The mask let them break the fourth wall.
The masks let them break the fourth wall. I'm torn. I like both.
Just make a quick note that we should record it both ways.
Yep.
That way we can record it both ways and then look at it and see how it feels and looks in the recording. I need to direct my AC so it points directly. Because it's getting a little bit toasty over here. Oh. I need my cane. And if anyone's wondering why I'm using my cane today, I believe I mentioned my foot hurting the other day, and doctor confirmed that at least it's not broken or anything, but we think it could be gout. That or a sprain, and the current treatment's the same either way. Stay off of it, heat, ice, ibuprofen, that kind of stuff. If it doesn't go away in a couple of weeks, then we get more invasive testing. But until then, we just kind of massively change my diet and then stay off of my foot.
All right, so we got that. We got
So Debbie, the thing about it is that it's virtually identical, even with sound. You're just with the sound, you're just getting a confirmation that he's ended the call, and we could add that in by a simple beep, because this is not going to have a bunch of phones in the background. We might have 1 or 2 rings here and there in the background. Or if, and this is the biggest problem, because we've added in call center sounds, and they got flagged on different platforms at different times. And they were royalty free. We've tried royalty free. We've tried public domain. I've tried various ones, and they keep getting flagged for whatever reason. So that's the only reason why we don't have like call center.
So how's this? I just changed this to, I hate to ruin your moment, but IT just got me a final count on how many masks were made and how many were sent out.
So the biggest thing here as an IT guy, if a system was hacked and it went down, more than likely data was lost. And then from there, we and that's further down, right? And I think we corrected that a little bit where it's 3,000 or so. And then this right here can't be an exact number. You're not going to know an exact number when a server goes down.
Yep.
That number won't come back until the server's completely up, and that's assuming that it can be recovered. And if this is a hack, there are ways to. Years ago, I remember there was a bunch of stuff sent out, I think by Amazon or something, and they weren't able to track it. And that happens quite often. That the tracking information was lost, and in this case, there was no tracking codes, and I highly doubt the production was 100% counted. We would have a rough estimate.
So how's that?
Yeah, we
ruin your moment, but IT says because data was lost, we can only get an estimate of how many maps were made and how many were sent out.
I would say some data was lost, because Steven is right. Backups are going to exist, but those backups might be older than the current data.
Some data is missing, not was lost.
Yeah.
And then what's the damage?
Not happy. I don't care for the what's the damage line too much. It feels out of place. Right. It's not that Levi wouldn't say it. It's just with the flow of things, it doesn't sound. And then you go brace yourselves, and then 2 million, right? And we're losing an opportunity here to insert another joke in order to keep people's attention, versus here's a ton of just expo in the middle.
We don't need a joke here, because their attention is wanting to know how many.
Yeah. We can do both. Can Napa be holding the sticky note?
He's not going to have gotten that. He's not going to have gotten a sticky note from IT.
No. How he got off the phone? I'm guessing he just got off the phone with him, right?
Yeah.
Or did he get an email? Okay.
I actually like this a lot.
That needs to have a okay, Napa hit me, and then Napa goes.
and Napa goes, what? Right now?
No, not even right now. Napa needs to, like, that's a great joke that doesn't slow the sketch down. Napa needs to, without saying right now, just needs to be ready to do it. No line, just literally brings up fist to hit him, and Levi immediately does it. It's a few seconds, shrugs, smiles, and starts to get up. Then we have the no, just tell me the damn number thing. Yes. And get rid of the 384,000. And you can still have the or so there. Yeah. And then that's not Levi. Levi not saying or so at that. Oh no, we got rid of that, didn't we? You wind up getting rid of that because of the other changes. That's fine. What happened to the? Oh no, that's right here. Oh no, you changed the only thing. The only that's where the or so, because he went or so, and Levi can have the angry say or so. We can give it a read and see how it feels.
All right. So I'm happy with this. You happy with this?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right. So then we're gonna clear that.
This also cool squeal profile pic.
Huh?
I don't know.
Cool squeal. What I don't know what that means. All right. John goes, or so. Certainly, this is our chance to repeat it. And then
I'm not happy with that line, but I do feel it needs to be something there. We're gonna need to get approval for a full. We haven't needed approval before outside from that specific.
No, you're right.
That's where we can do a paperwork joke. Literally go, I really don't want to do the paperwork for another full multiverse reset. Like something along those lines where you mention it and then the reset. Are you talking about a squirrel because there's a profile pic of a squirrel? That's pretty cool, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, so now it's just gonna go like that, you know. Oh, okay. All right.
So let's read it all the way to this marker right here. So let's go ahead and go every production. We'll read it as it is. We're not gonna because we're
going to where?
We're gonna go read it from the start all the way down to the all production stays offline. Just to see how it feels up to that point. Go for it.
Every production plant is shut down until IT confirms they're unhackable.
Who could have even hit every plant like that without us noticing?
Someone with a death wish.
Ring, ring.
This is John. Frieza, no, you're not the fans' least favorite Dragon Ball character. No, hold on. Okay, as of 6 months ago, excuse me, you're ahead of Krillin, the bald one. Yeah. Wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings?
Oh, you want me to do my? We didn't confirm. I was saying read it as it is right now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Fan rankings. Frieza, I have to call you back.
The mask let them break the fourth wall.
The masks let them break the fourth wall. I hate to ruin your moment, but IT says because some data is missing, we can only get an estimate of how many masks were made and how many were sent out.
Okay, fine. Hit me with it. Ooh, well, I need a. Can you? Sorry. Okay. Ah, damn it. This is why he does. Makes these changes. Makes them faster. Yeah, there we go. Napa shrugs, smiles, goes to get up. Don't hit me. Hit me. Just tell me the damn numbers. No, distraction of the schedule. Just have me realize with you off camera. Just hit me and then say no. Just tell me the damn numbers.
Don't hit me.
Don't hit me. Hit me. No, not like that. Just tell me the damn numbers. This way we don't have to go back to Napa.
Okay. So, this should be don't hit me. Hit me. Just tell me the damn numbers.
Oh, okay. Don't hit me. Hit me. Just tell me the damn numbers. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. About 2 million or so were produced. Or so?
I really don't want to do the paperwork for a full multiversal reset.
Now hold on. The good news is that only about 3,000 or so actually got sent out.
Or so?
Not a question. Or so.
Or so. Okay, yeah, I get it.
I can't believe that's good news. So it turns out the hack happened when Mandark was on vacation. I just talked to him. He'll be back tonight.
I like how that feels, to be honest. Currently, I really like how that feels. This right here, I liked your suggestion a lot. Go ahead and make that change, and then we can read it from
Which
that.
Which one is that?
The
this part here?
Yeah, so you're adding that. So I still say the so production stays offline till he's here. And then I go
I just have to be fun
if security for now.
If Samara,
so I go, so production stays offline. Samara can handle security for now. And then, and because I didn't ask Samara, Samara has their line of, hey. And then Samara goes, hey, Samara, can you handle security? Sure, Levi, I can do that.
And then she pauses Samara. And she goes, thanks, Samara, you're the best. And you go, thank you, Samara. She goes,
Yeah. And by the way, kiddo did like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's change this up real quick. So it's this line here. It's so all production stays offline.
Samara can handle the security for now.
Samara can handle the security for now.
And then you put in the rest of what you wrote.
Samara. Hey, Samara. Sure, Levi. I can do that. And then, okay, that's resolved.
Now this line
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it just needs to
go.
Yeah. And then we don't necessarily need John to do anything other than Napa needs to be laughing at the exchange. That's what it needs. Just a chuckle. Wicked smile. I'm counting on it. Napa phones ring. This is Napa. Now, we talked about this right here, this ending. for everyone here. We're trying to figure out how to end it. And like we have MODOK. Who do you guys think would be a good person, or do we leave it completely open and we don't say? I like the idea you came up with where we leave it open. We don't say who it was.
No, I agree. But we need to change these two lines then, if that's the case, because it doesn't make sense.
Hell, it'd also be the rat bastard and everything.
I'm gonna cut this out already because we agreed that we like that.
You could just change your line to instead of "I hope you realize, Napa, I need you to get ready. As soon as we find out who did this, we're gonna send you after them." Still not a good cliffhanger because we're going back down instead of up. Like the stuff with Samara is maintaining the flow, but the moment that ends, either A, we need something to take place, or B, we need a line that heightens it again. Dr. Hamsterville. There's got to be someone so universally. Maybe we hear tomorrow's voice. Who's tomorrow? You mean Samara? And even if that was the case, maybe it would still like just distract from the sketch with how things are, because you'd have to. Was technically, not is. Sorry. That would be the final bit right there. That not honestly, not even Levi having his who line. Like, you don't need Levi's or Napa's line to do that. That's the highest point of the sketch now, is figuring out who the hacker was. Now, the only way to make this higher would be to have another thing go wrong right as things are calming down.
Just throwing this out there. What if it's Gary?
I would love for it to be Gary. You're going to have the problem of the only people who will get it is our fans. And don't get me wrong, Gary's very popular. But we're banking on like people recognizing, although people will like go Gary the Snail.
Right.
You know that rat bastard line you wrote for me?
Yeah.
It needs to be Gary.
Yeah.
Because go ahead and rewrite that rat bastard line back in if you can. And yeah, Gary has never shown any computer skills. Which would be it'd be even funnier if Deadpool hired Gary and Gary outsourced it. That's what.
Of course, yeah.
So we need to write that in there as soon as you get done that. Yeah, Gary's the vampire.
Catherine Henderson. I don't know who Fu or Xenoverse 2 is.
Oh, how funny would this be that Gary got a mask from Deadpool first and it made him competent?
Yep.
Keep the outsourced. Just have this as an alternate. I know people who are in their 90s who know more about computers than I do because they were part of the generation who made them and they just kept up to date.
Yeah. Okay, so let's.
In fact, I think Steven's older than I am. I think Levi's line would be changed though if we find out it's Gary to, of course it would be that rat bastard, that broke rat bastard. You would literally go that broke rat bastard.
We'll figure it out, but let's give part 3 another read.
Yep. Especially since we got it mostly done. Now, do you want me to go ahead and say my line after the fan rankings for this one?
I like it with this line in.
Okay, let's read it like that. I still
What
want
do
to
y'all
make
think?
versions.
Because both work.
Both work really well.
Yeah.
It's just from a storytelling perspective, one moves the story faster.
Yeah.
And you get to that joke of the eyes wide looking at each other. And when we go to record, a lot of times we will turn around and we'll look at it and we'll go.
The only reason that I want this in there is because this does imply Frieza has a mask.
Yes.
But not everyone's gonna make that connection immediately. And this kind of reinforces it.
Well, so does my comment.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying we should record both.
Yeah.
And then look at how it feels rather than we make it and then we go, well, now we have to re-record a line.
Jack, that's going very slowly. But all right, so let's do this. All right. Every production plan is shut down till IT confirms they're unhackable.
Who could have hit every plant like that without us noticing?
This is not a good first one.
I was gonna say something. I was just thinking about that it makes sense in the compilation. So what I want you to do is make a note right there.
Mm-hmm.
To keep that line for the compilation, but we need a different starting point. For the standalone, it has to have a hook. And the hook is literally just needs to be the recap of what happened. I did that with it can be a very similar line if you wanted it to be.
To but what? It doesn't.
Oh, well, no. the production line, but it just has to be like an emphasis on what's going on. Whereas if you were to emphasize something that everyone already knows in the compilation, it makes no sense to make the line. So in a standalone, the line would be, okay, the Loki pool mask have finally been are done being made. Every production plant is shut down, something along those lines, making it clear what we're talking about.
Right.
And then you move forward. In the compilation, you don't need that line because it's going to sound weird when you have all the previous context.
Yeah, we need a line that catches attention more so now for part 3 than part 2, that will grab the attention of people who don't know what's going on too.
Yeah. Yeah, Samantha, there's a playlist for that particular storyline. The Stitch Across the Multiverse. Go check it out. The last one was Stitch was in Thor, and you can go. I don't want to give you spoilers. We can't do the Loki image and then hearing something. A static image or something like that will hurt things most of the time. Well, then you take away that's. In fact, it would start with me having that line instead of you.
Right.
In which case, we wouldn't need the production, the compilation line, because that would still make sense. Because Levi is having, although the compilation going from fuck to Levi, going back to Levi saying who could have hit us, doesn't make sense there. Because from a back and forth perspective, I would have to have a transition scene at that point.
Here, hold on.
As much as I understand that the people are going to latch onto the Deadpool,
right?
It still takes too long to figure out. Like even with the John Frieza stuff, you don't find out what's going on without the title and the other
right.
thing. Lexi, yeah, I can do the scene change in a variety of ways for the compilation. That's not what we're concerned about. The standalone has to have something in the front, and because we have learned that a lot of times if we do a compilation of what's going on beforehand, it will turn people away from it because they don't know what's going on. We need the sketch to stand by itself if possible. We learned that with the Stitch series. And usually I'm very good about that. Stitch's Thor is the one exception where the other parts, although they did well enough, the standalone versions of them got hurt. But I was also not in a good headspace to handle it. So, it needs to be a recap. We're days after. We just need a recap, and the recap has to be like era. The Loki pool situation has shut down all production.
Shit down.
We don't need to do the cancel the order. That's going to be kind of like a yes, technically speaking, if you were in a business meeting and everything, you would say that.
So it'll be the Loki pool mess situation has shut down all production until the hack's resolved.
And you don't need that compilation line.
Nope.
Because that works as part of the next part completely.
Yep. Okay.
So let's give this a read and see how it feels.
All right. The Loki pool mask situation has shut down all. The Loki pool mask situation has shut down all production until the hack's resolved.
Who could have even hit every plant like that without us noticing?
Someone with a death wish. Ring, ring. This is John. Frieza. No, you're not the fans' least favorite Dragon Ball character. No, as of 6 months ago, you're ahead of Krillin still. That's the bald one. Yeah. Wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings? Frieza, I have to call you back.
The mask let them break the fourth wall.
Hold on. It's better without it.
You want to redo it?
Yep.
All right.
Someone with a death wish. This is John. Frieza, no, you're not the fans' least favorite Dragon Ball character. You're not, though, because as of 6 months ago, you're still ahead of Krillin. That's the bald one, the guy that you blew up. Yeah. Wait. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings?
Look at me. The mask let them break the fourth wall.
The masks let them break the fourth wall. I hate to ruin y'all's moment, but IT says because some data is missing, we can only get an estimate of how many masks were made and how many were sent out.
Okay, fine. Hit me with it. No, don't hit me. Hit me. Just tell me the damn numbers.
Oh, about 2 million or so are produced. Or so?
I really don't want to do the paperwork for a full multiversal reset.
Now, hold on. The good news is that only about 3,000 or so actually got sent out.
Or so.
I can't believe that's good news. So it turns out the hack happened when Mandark was on vacation. IT just talked to him, and he'll be back tonight.
So all production stays offline. And we'll have Samara handle the security for now.
Hey, Samara, can you handle security? Sure, Levi, I can do that. Thanks, Samara. You're the best.
Thank you, Samara.
This Nappa. Really? John's going to be pissed. What am I going to be pissed about? IT figured out who the hacker was.
Also, we need to make a quick note. The reason why Gary was able to hack was because his credentials still worked because you kept him in the system. It's a very big callback to the Gary saga. I just remembered that. And for the record, that's a real thing that happens in call centers where if things aren't done properly, you can still. I had a thing where my badge, like I came in to hand in a bunch of stuff the first time I quit Teleperformance / got fired. My badge still worked. And they're like, that shouldn't still work.
When I left my job at the end of March to go full time, I still had the door tag to get in, like you did, for like a month until I'm like, look at my keys, and I'm like, what's this? Oh, I need to give that back, and no one asked about it. And then, but also for like 4 days after I was done, I forgot to remove the email from my Outlook on my phone. I went to go check email, and I popped into it. And I had like 700 unread emails. You get a lot of emails in transportation. I had 700 unread emails sitting in my account, and I had to be like, hey, guys. They're like, what? I'm like, you need to turn my email account off because I'm still getting them. And they were like, oh, okay, I'll do it today. I'm like, I could have been responding to stuff and causing problems if I wanted to.
And yeah, Steven here, I still have access to all my last company systems. He left 8 years ago. It is a notorious problem, even more so the larger a company is, if everyone's not like communicating and making sure that's taken care of.
Yeah.
So this would totally happen, even more so because of John like just not wanting to go through it. I really like this. This feels really good. I really love the face drop, Levi being shocked, asking the questions back and forth. It's a nice, it technically is a quiet moment. Like you could hear a pin drop. Oh, oh, oh. Quick question. Are we going to have phones in the background ringing, or this is the point where like the calls are mostly kind of...
Oh, no, they should still be ringing.
Okay. So at the time, can you at the top make that note? I'm going to make
At the
another
top of where?
the part 3, John is exhausted. Just put in there background phones are still ringing, just not as constant as the previous one. And then I'll go here.
That goes there. Why do we turn all that off? Because it should be we still hear, all we hear is that stuff.
No, it's a pin drop moment. Do you know what that means?
Yep.
Okay. So it realistically, this back and forth doesn't happen for more than a few seconds, but during those few seconds, there's nothing, or it's like muted.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, no, you're right. Where is that note? Okay.
Oh, if you want to correct some of that, that's fine. Just make sure the off/muted is still there. And then Napa ruining the moment.
One.
Steven, you'll have to bring that up when we for part 4 when we get it written out to see if we add that in or not. I can't. I don't really want to make too many notes on it.
Background sounds kick back in as Napa speaks.
Yep. I think I know how I want to achieve that, but there's like 4 different ways that are popular to do that. The easiest way is to literally just have no sound right when it happens.
It would be interesting for there to be like a drop, like a doom type sound.
That's
Right at fan. Frieza, how do you know about the fan rankings? And then doom.
Okay, go ahead and make that note.
Yeah.
If that's if you know how, if you can envision that, like I'm envisioning, my problem is I see it several different ways.
Yeah.
If you got a specific way, put that in there. I can make it happen. I just don't want to sit there and be like, how do I want to do it this way? Let's do it this way. Okay, let me do it this way. I don't want to spend 2 hours doing like 4 or 5 different ways. If I have a direction, then we can go there.
So here, the pin drop one can be all of this actually. Face drop and bass drop sound, do, and the phones fade out. Zoom in on John Levi faces.
Not just face. I need to add another note. It's not a scene change. It's a angle. Angle change to forward. You can rename that how you want, but basically, instead of the side profile me and you usually get on our stuff, it's literally straight on. So for me, my camera would be here. For you, the camera would be your camera is usually there. It would be right there. So. And for everyone here, when we say face, we mean the face, but also I might make it a slow transition versus just a sudden one. John's face will zoom in. We'll see Levi will start slowly zooming in, but he'll be right about here still.
Yep.
Levi's will have the same thing. As he's asking, it'll zoom in. Comment. I'll do it here.
Here's me.
One second. John is here. That's too much of that wall. So technically speaking, Levi's is still going to have a little bit of the side profile as it changes. So Levi's is going to be different. And that might change. For you, it's easy to just move the camera and have it straight facing. For me, because this particular wall right here doesn't fucking look like an office wall, it's a concrete wall. A little bit more difficult for us to do that. We may have to abandon that if I can't make it look well enough, at least on my side. But we can still have that moment where it's very clear that we're looking at each other.
Yeah. And
for everyone here, I'm aware that I could just cut myself out and plaster the background over there. It will look very weird if I did that because technically speaking, I turn to look at John and I turn to look at Napa. And so my background should shift. If you go to a forward here, you should see this part of the background, and then you would see this part of the background. And this side of the wall is easier to hide some things that I don't want to be seeing than that one. Anyways, it's almost 3:00. Chris had a hard stop at 3. Do you want to do this recording later? Do you want to try to do it tomorrow? What do you want to do?
We want to drop this tomorrow.
We do.
Damn,
I can record later tonight, but
yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
When I get home from improv, I'll plan to record.
Do you want to ping me so we can, even if we're not live, we can at least be like, hey, and look at the clips together and like solidify what we want?
Sure. Steven, right. I have a green screen. It doesn't really fit behind me. I don't know if Levi has one or not.
I do. It's in front of my office thing, so I can do green screen stuff. I've
found a green screen to be useful.
And if we were doing different projects in different ways, I could see it being useful. With the way and style we have for a lot of our comedy and it works so well, a green screen is not a necessity to us. During the Bumbling Time Traveler, it's going to be worthwhile having, but that's different characters, different style, everything like that. In Bumbling Time Traveler, the only reason, to be perfectly honest, the only reason to film that live action, now that I'm like pretty settled on making an animation series, now that we see that can be a success, the only reason to do that live action is so that it makes it easier for our animators, as well as fund that particular animation. The live action will fund the animation.
Right. Okay. Everybody, have a wonderful night.
You guys have a remember to take one breath, one step, one day at a time. Wish y'all peace of mind, serenity in body and spirit, and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, y'all have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day as a product of villain. Having an Acme day will eventually to build your account. Have an Acme day.
Look, there's a cat. By the way, have an Acme day simply means the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.